to the big house, Michigan Stadium. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. The Bruins headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Wolverines' offense will be first on the attack. And here comes Jordan Marshall. Big day in his last game. Over 150 yards on the ground and a score. On the run, it's Marshall. There he goes. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. They'll give it to him again. Got a little grass. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bruins offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. 5 catches in their last win, a couple of them going for touchdowns. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the ground, it's Knight. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. And the Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. There he goes. Open it up. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Finds some fresh air. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, there's another outstanding run. You've been seeing that all season long. I think we all expected this guy to be really good as a true freshman. I don't know if anybody expected this. The fact that he's in the Heisman race as a true freshman, that's just ridiculous.
They'll run it. It's Marshall. There's some room. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And he's in for a second touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down there. He knows how to get in the end zone. And I love when you can run the football as you get close to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Hold and fire complete. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Bruins can really attack on this second and short. Play fake, Nico Iamaleava. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now, it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
The Bruins will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Bearcats will be made just inside his own 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Drives into the pile just a pickup of 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They'll go right back to it. Maybe some room here. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. They're the new #1 team in the country. What do they need to do to stay in that spot?
Well, and it's cool to see this team earn that, right? Like they haven't been number one. They had to go get it on the field, and now it's got to stay on the field, Jesse. One game at a time. Don't get over our skis. Think about too many things in the future. Think about today.
Yeah, they've got to have a sense of urgency now, especially knowing with that number one beside the name, they're going to get everybody's best shot. So they've got to step up. They've actually got to elevate their play now, I think, to keep this thing moving forward.
It is so difficult to play man coverage nowadays with all the space and spread and speed on the field. One false step, and they make you pay just like they did right there.
The Wolverines have this offense rolling. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Forced out of bounds, good pickup there on the ground.
Well, this guy has exceeded all expectations all season. We knew and we thought he would be talented. He'd leave a mark on the offense. I don't think anybody expected him to be in the Heisman race this late in the season as a true freshman. He is just special.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to run for it. On the move at the 30. Give him 105 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Out of the crowd, maybe a crease. Nice pickup on the ground here. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
And this guy has had a tremendous season. When you're getting mentioned for the Heisman Trophy as a true freshman running back, that is absolutely insane. And you've seen it all throughout the years, the big plays, the explosiveness, the speed. This guy has been unbelievable.
Going to the run, it's Marshall. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback may change this route. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Quarterback running on the draw. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Will go for it here on 4th down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. And he's tackled at at the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Running inside, it's Knight. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. He'll run it again. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Using his legs, it's Knight. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Throwing, Mista1daful. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the 1st down. And the Bruins will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Takes it on the return. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The run inside. It's Marshall. Makes it past the marker. Might have a chance. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another 1st down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Here's Underwood to throw. They're setting up the screen. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Mista1daful. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ellis. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Ellis. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Maleava. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit...
Snagged it, and there's running room. Touchdown, Bruins. A great catch and run for 6. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They believe they can run right here. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
That's a really good job by this defense because 2nd and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, 3rd and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the more...
Here's a little room there. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Motion from the back. Handoff to the lone back. Oh, he's got some space. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Wolverines back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game.
Kill. 214 close. 214 close.
The give to the back. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the ground. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, that D tackle has an explosive first step. He shot right out of his stance. He was in the backfield and he was able to make the tackle for loss.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Looking down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long. They dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Upstairs to make the catch. He's loose down the left side. All the way. Touchdown, Bruins.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
Coming out with it, it's Stewart. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Finding open areas. Got enough for the first. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. And the Wolverines will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
UCLA's head coach told me at the half their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. The Bruins have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Running inside, it's Knight. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's Iamaleava to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Deafening noise. Here's Iamaleava. Makes the catch. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. And the Bruins will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Michigan offense. clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Quarterback making checks. On the delay, it's Marshall. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
And that's another really good-looking run. This guy has been playing so good late in the year. Over 150 rushing yards his last game out. He's now got over 150 yards in this one, too. And if you're a voter for postseason awards, everybody on the Doak Walker committee obviously watching this, but let's be honest. I think there are a lot of Heisman Trophy voters paying more and more attention to this guy late in the year. He has been unbelievable.
Still on his feet at the 40. Could be an alley. He is in! Touchdown, Michigan!
And you gotta love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead, you take the ball right away here in the second half, you drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The run inside. It's Knight. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps. Scrape.
He's loose on the left. The tag. Touchdown, UCLA. They fought their way all the way back, and it's a one-possession game.
Well, the defense have been doing a pretty good job bottling this guy up. They knew that was a big key in this game, but this guy's got the ability where it just takes one, David, and that was the play right there. Nice vision, able to get into the open field, and his speed did the rest.
And that's why you keep handling the football. Like, he's going to get stopped, sure, but any given moment, he can make the big play for this offense. They'll keep feeding him because he is that dude.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They're testing the right side here. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success, but on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Finds his big tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throwing, Mista1daful13, firing deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Safe completion on the screen. He's not quite going to make it to the marker. They'll spot it at the 37, and now a decision on 4th down.
And listen, 3rd down and long is such a hard spot to be in. That's where defenses want offenses, right? Like, they got them right where they want them. This is a really nice job by the playmaker. QB got him the football, and he didn't run out of bounds. Like, he fought for every single extra yard he could. Almost got to the 1st down marker, but now sets up a 4th down.
And he'll slide after picking up the 1st down. And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Play fake, Mista1daful13. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Here comes the heat. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Bruins. Rolled his way into the end zone.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the 2nd half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll go right back to the run. Picks up the 1st down. There's a crease. Finally corralled, and not before he picks up the 1st down.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this... If you're going to bring that home, you got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Using his legs, it's Marshall. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Wolverines lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. There he goes. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Fires to the right. He's got it. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
In the red area, it's Marshall. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
3rd and goal, where the strong come through. On the ground. Touchdown, Michigan! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. Big Blue with the response.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Here's the pressure. He's on the move. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Bruins can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Iamaleava under fire. Makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Mista1daful13. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Here's Mista1daful13 to throw. Finds his man. Touchdown, Bruins! And they take it in for 6 more points. The Bruins fight back with a score of their own.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. The give to the left. Finds a little space. Breaks into the open. The 50. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. Big Blue with the answer.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the 2nd level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Throwing, Mista1daful13. Lost one deep down the right side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Mista1daful13. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Mista1daful13 from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to throw deep right side. Upstairs, he's got it. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Running inside. It's Knight. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Motion from the wide receiver. Give to the running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Now, bringing the heat. It's complete to the left. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that third down play, it's just too many yards to gain. Now they're forced to punt.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
The run inside. It's Marshall. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Finding some room. The 50. The 30. The 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable 4th-quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he capped it off with some swag and some speed with a 73-yarder for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Deafening noise. Here's Iamaleava. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
It's been tough for this QB in this one.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Iamaleava to throw for it on 4th. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
On the run, it's Marshall. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their second. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Running behind that left side. Got a little grass. Got enough space. Touchdown Wolverine. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out.
He's taking the shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. Iamaleava finds his tight end. 7-yard pickup on that one. 3rd down and 3 coming. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. 3rd down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. It's caught. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. And the Bruins will hustle to the line.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively.
Intercepted deep in his own end. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Looking for a crease to the left. There's some room. They're going to try to really stick it to him and rub it in with another score here. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.